Okay, so here's what's going to happen. You can see I now have a baking sheet out because this next part's going to get a bit messy. I've got my pork belly in here. Picked it up at the butchery yesterday. I think unless this is like, I don't know details on the actual pork, if it's organic, it's not organic, but depending on how it's raised or whatever, I think I overpaid for it. I paid $7.89 a kilo, so that's about a 4 pound, that's 1.844 kilo, which is about 4 pounds, and I paid $14.55 for it. I'm pretty sure in Chinatown I could get that same piece of pork a lot cheaper. So what's going to happen is this. Now, the one thing I don't like about this method is that I got to use a Ziploc bag, and you know, then you're going to throw the bag away. I don't like throwing stuff away. I am going to develop a way to do this without using the bag. First time through though, I'm going to do it straight up exactly as is recommended. So we're going to take that out of there. We're going to pat it dry. I'm not going to use paper towel. I've got some rags here. This is cotton. It used to be a cloth diaper. Yes, my kids did shit all over it at one point in time, but it's been through the washer quite a few times since then. And once we pat it dry, we're going to rub the mixture all over it, the cure mixture, and then we're going to stuff it in the bag and put it in the fridge for a week, and you flip it over every day. So one nifty trick when you're stuffing messy stuff into a bag, this is one my wife showed me. It's kind of obvious to a lot of people. You fold the top of the bag back. A lot of times you're stuffing something in the bag and you're getting it all over the rim and all this, you know. So you fold the bag back like that. And when the time comes, I am going to get her to hold the bag for me, and I will stuff my bacon cured in there. And then you fold it back up, so when you get stuff all over the rim, it's actually the inside of the bag you're messing up, not the actual rim. So we're going to open this bad boy up, see what we got. We got bloody meat, as one might expect. So now I know that our municipal compost system here takes butcher paper, so that will get composted. Alright, now there is our pork belly. Oh, look at that cut. That's what our bacon is going to be. You slice it that way. When it's all done curing, you can see this still has the skin on it. When it's all done curing, you remove the skin before you slice it and whatever. And that's basically what our bacon's going to look like there. Looking pretty good. So, I'm going to pat that fella dry on both sides, and then I'm going to get busy with my cure. It's looking pretty good. Dried out about as much as it's going to get. Alrighty. Give it a bit more on that side. Alright, put that over there. That's got to be washed, so I'll throw it on the floor actually. And now we're going to smear our mixture all over this fellow. This is where you get to, get some real tactile contact with your food. So there's my maple, brown sugar, and salt mixture. Now I'm pretty sure if you don't want to use nitrites, that you can do this cure with just salt. Pretty sure. I've ordered some books and I'm going to do some reading in there as soon as they arrive. But I'm pretty sure I recall reading somewhere that you can do that. You just got to be more careful. The nitrites actually cause a chemical reaction inside the meat, and I can't remember the gas that's produced, but it basically gases out of the meat. The mixture works its way in and then gases out, and the gassing out is like a noxious gas that kills any microorganisms or whatever that are in there. So let's see, we want to get that all over the whole darn thing. Get it in there. Probably should have put it all on this side first, because the skin is not likely going to accept too much of this stuff through it. As they say, thick-skinned. Aha. Alright, so I'm going to do it this way. Get it all over there. Now I could get it into it with my hands, I suppose. I don't feel like getting too tactile. I guess I'm not showing you what I'm doing. I'm just kind of scraping. I did it backwards. I should have dumped the whole thing onto the side. I should have put the skin down and dumped the whole thing onto this side, because I think this is where you're going to get the most action of that stuff working its way into your meat, because it's not really going to get through that skin very well, I don't think. Although I still do have the skin side covered. And we want to get the edges here, make sure it's all got some of the cure on it. We'll get the edges here. And then when we're ready, we stuff it in that bag, put it in the fridge for a week. What I've read is actually 7 to 10 days, but this is going to have to be 7 because I want to smoke it next weekend. Excuse me. It's looking pretty good. Looking pretty good. Let me get some on the side there. Oh yeah, that is looking really nice. Alright, so I didn't even have to get my hands too messy, but it would have been okay too. Alright, and I'm just going to stick it right in there. You can keep it in that tray, don't put it on here. And thank you very much for your help, my beautiful assistant, ladies and gentlemen. Now, what we have to do is arrange it in here. We got to get all the air out of the bag. And make sure the bag stays in contact with the meat. Yeah, one way to do this, and you may not want to do this if you just got raw meat all over the bag. I'm not too concerned about it personally. Actually, take it out of there and put it flat. It will do this better if it's flat. So, let's see. Put it up there. Okay. Now, the cure is in contact with my meat. I can fold the bag up top. I'm going to put it in the tray. The tray that you choose should be roughly the size of the meat that you've got. This meat was a little bit bigger, but you see I was just able to compact it in there. It should be just fine. And now I put that into the fridge for a week, and I turn it every day. And that's that for now. I'll see you tomorrow.